kiddos? Okay, so last week we learned about the quarter note, this one right here. And we learned how to count that, and it was ta, 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 ta. Well, we're going to start adding to that, okay? So today we are going to learn about the eighth notes. Now, there are two eighth notes there. And the way that you know it is by the note head. Now, we all have a head right here, and it's round, okay? So on a note, it's the same way. On a music note, it's the same way. You've got one round one here, one round one here. So you know that there are two notes there. But they're connected. I like to say that they're holding hands. So they're friends. So their little hands are connected right up here. And that's how you know that there's two. Now down here, that's one quarter note because it has one note head. Up here, how many? Two notes, good, because there's two different note heads there. All right, now the way that we count those note heads on an eighth note goes ti, ti. So with our quarter note, we did ta. With our eighth notes, we do ti, ti. So let me show you. Show you a pattern, and I want you to tell me first whether they're connected or they're not connected. So let's take a look here. Is this one connected to that one? No, it's not, is it? No. What kind of note is that? It's a quarter note. Very good. How about that one? It's another quarter note. Now let's take a look at our next notes right here. Are they connected? They are. Yeah, they're connected right here. So we know that those are two eighth notes. And how do we count them? Ti, ti. Very good. And tell me about this one. Is it a quarter note or two eighth notes? Yeah, it's a quarter note. So we would count that as ta every time. So the way that we would count this would be ta, ta, ti, ti, ta. So it would sound like this. Ta, ta, ti, ti, ta. Let's try it together. Ta, ta, ti, ti, ta. Very good. So each time you see two eighth notes counted together, it's the ti, ti. And then the quarter note all by itself is a ta. Now we're going to start doing some. I'm going to start adding some in, and we're going to see if you guys can do it all by yourself. Kiddos, so I made some patterns for you, and you have to see if you can figure out how to count them. So let's take a look. Let's take a look up here at this pattern. What kind of note is that? It's a quarter note. Very good. How do we count a quarter note? Ta. Very good. So I'll put that up here. Ta. Now what about here? They're connected, so it's an eighth note. Very good. Those are eighth notes. And how do we count the eighth notes? Good. Teep, teep. So let me put those in there. Okay. Now let's take a look at this one. It's a quarter note, isn't it? And what about that one? It's another quarter note. So how would we count these two? Ta, ta. Very good. So this rhythm, let me get it up close so you guys can see it. This rhythm would go ta, teep, teep, ta, ta. Can you say that? Let's try it together. Ta, teep, teep, ta, ta. Very good. How would we clap that? It would sound the same. So every time you say a ta or a tee-tee, you have to clap. Ta, teep, teep, ta, ta. Let's try it together. Ready? Here we go. Ta, teep, teep, ta, ta. Very good. All right, let's take a look at the next line. Are they quarter notes or eighth notes? That's right, they're eighth notes. So how do we count those? Teep, teep. Very good. What about this one? It's a quarter note, and we count it as a ta. Very good. Now let's take a look at this one. Oh, there's two of them connected. It's an eighth note. Very good. And it's counted as teep, teep. Very good. Last one. Is it an eighth note or a quarter note? It's a quarter note, and we count it as a ta. Good job. Now, let's bring it up close so you guys can see. So this one's going to go teep, teep, ta, teep, teep, ta. Can you say that with me? Teep, teep, ta, teep, teep, ta. Very good. All right, I'm going to put my phone down so we can clap it. Are you ready? Clap it the same way you say it. Teep, teep, ta, teep, teep, ta. Can you try it? Teep, teep, ta, teep, teep, ta. Good. Now I made the last one kind of hard. Are you ready to try it? Let's take a look. What are they? Quarter note or eighth note? They're two eighth notes. So, how do we count them? Tas or tee-tee? We count it as a tee-tee. Very good. How about that one? It's two eighth notes again. You're right. How do we count them? The same way we did those. Good job. Tee-tee. What do we have here? Two more eighth notes. And how do we count them? Good. Tee-tee. Now, let's take a look. That's not two eighth notes. What is that one? Anybody remember the name? It's a quarter note. Very good. Now, how do we count the quarter note? Yes, we count it like a ta. Very good. So, this one's going to sound a little bit faster than some of the rhythms that we've done before. Teep, 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 ta. Okay, you want to try to say it with me? Let's try it. Here we go. Teep, 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 ta. Very nice. All right, I'm going to put my phone down and let's see if we can clap it. All right, are you ready? Here we go. Teep, 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 ta. Good. Can you try it with me? Here we go. Teep, 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 ta. Very good. Now you've learned two eighth notes and the quarter note and how to count them. Now we're going to start working on a different rhythm. And let's see if you guys can beat those with your boom whackers this week. Great job, everybody. Okay, kiddos, so we're about to do our wacky beats warm-up again with our boom whackers. And this is the rhythm that we are going to work on this week and see if we can master. Now, last week we did all quarter notes. It was the beat of the music. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, ta, 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 ta. Now, this week it's not that, is it? It looks a little different. So let's take a look. What kind of note? Quarter note or eighth note? Yes, that's a quarter note. And how do we count it? A ta. Good job. Ta. Now, what are those called? Eighth notes. Very good. And how do we count them? Ti, ti. Okay, now let's take a look here. It's a quarter note, right? We'll count it like a ta. Very good. Same thing here, right? Quarter note, counted as a ta. Great job. So, our boom whacker rhythm pattern this week for our warm-up is going to be ta, ti, ti, ta, ta. So that's how you will bang your boom whackers together. Ta, ti, ti, ta, ta. Got it? All right, let's give it a try. You guys did so great at that rhythm. Now, I'm going to try a new one. Let's see if you can figure this one out. Okay, what kind of note? Yeah, it's a quarter note. How do we count it? Ta. Good job. Okay, what kind of note? It's another quarter note. Good. How do we count it? Ta. Good job. Oh, what do we have next? 2 eighth notes. How do we count them? Good. We count them like T, T. Good. And our last one is a quarter note. Good job. And how do we count it? Ta. So, this rhythm is kind of similar to the last one, but a little bit different. Let's take a look. Ta, ta, ti, ti, ta. You want to try to say it with me? Let's try it. Ta, ta, ti, ti, ta. Good. Let's try to clap it, because we're going to have to clap it with our boom whackers. You ready? Let's say it together and play it together. Here we go. Ta, ta, ti, ti, ta. Good job. Let's try it one more time to make sure you've got it before we start it with our music. Ta, ta, ti, ti, ta. Good. And you'll clap those boom whackers together in that rhythm on the warm-up. Let's try it again. You did a great job on that last rhythm. Now we're going to add one more rhythm and see if you can do it with the music, okay? So let's take a look at this one. What kind of notes do we have? Eighth notes. Very good. How do we count them? T, T. Good job, guys. Okay. More eighth notes. You're right. How do we count them? T-T. Good job. And what do we have here at the end? That is correct. We have 2 quarter notes. How would we count them? Same way we always do. Ta. Ta. Very nice. Okay, good job, everybody. So let's take a look at this rhythm. It's going to go like this. T, 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 ta, ta. Can you say it with me? Let's try it together. T, 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 ta, ta. Good job. All right, I'm going to say it, and then let's see if you can echo me. That means do it after me. T, 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 ta, ta. Good job. That was so wonderful. All right, let's see if we can do it together. 1, 2, ready, go. T, 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 ta, ta. Yeah, you got it. Let's see if we can do it with our Wacky Beats warm-up. It's going to be a little different and a little bit faster. You've got it.